Guildmaster's good graces. Nice spot to be, once you step right. Maybe Nine-Fingers will add you to a lady's court. She's had stranger.
Best be on my way.
Didn't think the Zhentarim would turn on us so easily. Inatra seemed honest. Gods help me. You rid us of our Stone Lord problem. Just a pity you didn't settle a payday with Nine-Fingers first, eh?
Don't know what King was thinking, inviting Zhentarim in the first place. Like trying to leash a bloody viper. Seems like a good moment to talk.
Uktar, I remain Guild Bursar, whoever sits in the big chair. Do we have business?
You need to get up early indeed to get one over on Nine-Fingers. If she were easily toppled, Uktar would have done it already.
Hey, Thos? Seen Thos?
Let's get going. Can't give up now. Very well.
Make sure to get your share of the Zhentish loot. Nine-Fingers favours a fair split. Call me an old fart if you want, but there was a time the Zhentarim stuck to their contracts. No honor. None.
See? All that bloodshed and not a stone lord to be seen. I reckon Tut made him up. You seem to have Nine-Fingers' ear. Get her to open the gate to this army. If the Zhent smell profit in it, you know there's scope to be had.
You won't catch me looting all that shiny Zhent armor. I'd rather go into battle bare-arsed. Bastarding Zhent. They hung my brother for a thief up in Neverwinter. His mistake? Setting his sights on the same score.
So, it seems the Stone Lord was a fake. Coward didn't even turn up to fight.
Yes, Boo. A coward indeed.
Stone Lord was a fraud. But at least our Guildmaster's the real thing.
These boots have seen everything.
Managed to keep out the worst of the fighting. They'll just need a keep from sobering up.
It's well for everyone that Nine-Fingers prevailed. Parliament has spent years cultivating our necessary friendship.
Never thought anyone would have the stones to take on Nine-Fingers like that. They damn well won't try again.
Lord Rabies.
We serve her still, and so do you.
Don't mind the lady's court. We're just playing a new game. What we'd call you if you joined our ranks. Where you're going, we might just let you.
Nine-Fingers has lanced the Zhentish boil on her ass? Good. She can get back to protecting those who pay her for it.
So the guild comes out on top. Sometimes Nine-Fingers are all you need, eh? What are you having? Thirsty yet?
Lord Shivers. Suits you. Lord? Leper.
Zhenta down. Just you and me now, Stone Lord. So if you mean to take my chair, you'll get no better chance than this.
Minsc has no interest in your furniture, Nine-Fingers. Only in the wicked rump that fills it.
What?
You have been a stone in this city's boot for too long.
And it will be no Stone Lord who reaches twixt Balder and sticky toes to dislodge you. It will be Minsc!
I haven't got the slightest idea what he's trying to say. Proof that he is back to normal, no? So the Hound answers to his name again, does he? And you didn't have to put him down. Good. I'd rather you die as Minsc, the mad Rashemen. It's silly, but... do you know? You were something of a hero of mine when I was young.
Even now, your tongue twists the truth. When you were young and 10-fingered still, Minsc and Boo were stone, instatuated on a city square.
Aye. I remember the spot. By a garden on the Wide. A soft thicket near the market, with ample pockets to pick. Celestia itself to a street rat looking for shelter. You might not have been wrestling monsters, but you kept the wind and the rain off. Heroic enough for me.
Bah! You tried to dampen Boo's eyes. Do not think you will be spared his teeth. Evil is evil, even if it was once innocent.
Oh, I'm no innocent. But evil? Well, you tell me. With the Fist, the Watch, and the Council itself all licking the Absolute's boots, who's the only one left standing to protect Baldur's Gate?
She's right, Minsc. She's been an ally down through the years. A friend, even.
A friend? Jaheira, Boo cannot believe his ears. Has the city fallen so far in our absence? Are there no heroes left?
Heroes come and go. But the Guild has always been here, protecting the city. Until the Stone Lord came to break us.
I am shamed. Nadeshka. Unworthy to fight alongside my friends. Boo, what am I to do?
I can't speak for your rodent, but I know something of debts. If you reckon you've got one to repay, well, we could always work together.
With you? Pfft. Minsc has no lust for gold. That he would shake grandmothers by their ankles, or set Boo nibbling at their purse strings.
I'm not talking about that. We've both got bigger enemies than one another. The city's enemies. And Tyr's honest truth, you gave my guild the wake-up call it needed. We've grown complacent, lazy, too sure of our standing. We never would have needed the Zhent if we'd had a fighting force of our own. Swords for the city when the Watch and the Fist fail us.
Like a berserker lodge of my homeland. No army or militia serving the local lords, but heroes working for the common good.
Heroes? Sure.
Very well. Minsc and Boo accept.
I'm sorry, you what?
Boo and I will be your berserker lodge, taking the ugly ways of your guild and beating them into a more virtuous shape.
That's not even slightly what I was saying. I wasn't asking.
You are right. I have proven myself unworthy. I cannot serve this city if I was so easily turned against it. If I do not know my own mind, perhaps I no longer know what is good. You have planted a burr in my brain, Guildmaster. Once I have dislodged the worm and redeemed myself in my hamster's eyes, we will return to this matter.
My door is always open, Stone Lord. Suppose I should have seen that coming. Zhentarim aren't known for their loyalty, but I thought the bastards would keep to their contract at least. I'm too nice for my own good, I suppose. But I was in a pit, and you helped pull me out. For that, I'm grateful. You'll have what guild blades I can give when the time to take the Absolute comes. So, just tell me what you need to get us there. You can't just swallow every bit of storybook tripe that you hear. Do I strike you as a little lost girl looking for a hero?
Nine-Fingers Keen feared Guildmaster as a woman of many masks. And yet with Minsc, you suspect you saw a little truth slip through.
Now lose the stupid look on your face and tell me what you need. You have a cult to kill. What do you need from me to do it?
Light on my feet.
Every kicked buttock, another step on the path.
Wanna dance? Moving it. Come on!
Father, they will die for you. Time to press ahead.
Decorated with a grinning face, this cold iron flask is sealed with a brass stopper. Although elaborately designed, it appears to be nothing more than a mundane drinking vessel. The flask is cold and heavy in your hand. Disguised among the decorative elements, you notice a familiar arcane engraving. This is a powerful magical item, capable of trapping and holding a creature. The sealed stopper suggests it is inhabited.
All is ash and meat. Jaheira! Boo is trying his best to explain, but I still do not understand your anger.
Do not hide behind your hamster, Ranger. You do not understand because you do not listen. We were the first to discover the cult. And if you had only waited, we might have marshaled our numbers and...
Good does not wait for evil to button up its breeches. When it offers buttocks for the smacking, Minsc and Boo greet cheek with hand.
I would like to see if a lesson has been learned. This mess falls on our heads, Minsc. The city under siege, its people poisoned by the cult. It all might have been avoided if you had just put your feelings aside and listened. I have seen too much to believe destiny has taken our side. Blind luck, perhaps. The point remains. You meant well, Minsc. But you exposed the city to harm. You helped the cult spread. And worse, perhaps than any of this, you forced me to leave you behind.
But This is where Minsc falls short of the understanding, Jaheira. What else is a berserker for, if not to charge into danger ahead of his Waclaren?
The Waclaren, wise women of Rashemen, each bonded to a berserker bodyguard for life. There is no higher title, nor deeper bond in all of Rashemar custom.
Wiclarin? Minsc, I am not your witch. You are not my bodyguard. This is not some high lodge of your homeland.
Boo agrees you're a queer kind of witch. But this city is a queer place. And Minsc, you may have noticed, is sometimes strange himself. The titles matter not. Only this. When Minsc does as Minsc does, and charges in to make a mess, Jaheira does as Jaheira does, and finds a way to save us all anyway.
Oh, I fight alongside fools.
You hear that, Boo? We fight alongside a Waclaren again.
I am your friend, Ranger. I am not your witch. There will be no ointments or healing balms.
Not even for Boo? Make sure you are refreshed before we set out again, friend. The road to justice is paved with kicked buttocks. It is a phrase in the old tongue of Rashemen, meaning blunt blade. Even in the very belly of their battle rage, a berserker must always know friend from foe. The berserker who cannot must into battle with a blunted sword, so that their rage might harm none but themselves. Boo and I, we thank you for your kind words, my friend. But Minsc knows when he has made a mess that is for him and him alone to clean. But still, I will strive to be worthy of this faith you show in me. After all, even a blunt blade can break some bones, is it not so? You will grow to like Jaheira's incense in time. Like chewing herbs and soap, yes? How dare you? Minsc pretends at nothing, half the way or otherwise. Minsc is an open book, with many pretty pictures. Oh, my friend. There is much more to know of Minsc's homeland than he could ever put into words. Boo might fare better, but his home is far stranger again. Well, in many ways, it is the very opposite of this city. The far side of Faerun, with empty plains, white forests, and peaks that pierce the very belly of the sky. But it is like the city too. Here, it is loud with the daily wailing of people. In Rashemen, it is also loud, if you know where to listen. The Telthors, guardian spirits of every root, rock, and tree. Here in the sleeping lands they are silent, but in the far north, they know how to speak still. The first time, my Dajema, a warrior's quest of proving. Minsc quickly proved that quests do not always go as the stories say. After wandering a ways and some savings of the Sword Ghost, Minsc returned to Rashemen to find a welcome fit for hamsters and heroes. The Iron Lord himself came to bear witness to Boo. Minsc of Rashemen, said he, your Dajema is done. Minsc politely disagreed. Dinah here was dead, and so his Dajema could never be done. Then swear your service to me, Minsc of Rashemen, said he. Serve your land as your lord's chosen champion. Minsc politely disagreed. It was a little awkward, but he had already sworn his service to Boo. Minsc of Rashemen, said he. You insult your Iron Lord. We will settle this matter in the circle of combat. It was only polite for Minsc to agree. After they carried the Iron Lord away, the Council of Witches gave Minsc a pack of provisions and said it would be best if he continued his adventures for a time. Yes, Boo, that was before we were stone. Perhaps we are due a little homecoming when all of this is done, no? Such a skeptic, my friend. Minsc cannot prove the point to you, for the Telthors of this land lie sleeping. And for this, we had best be glad. In Rashemen, a Telthor is wind and snow and soil. In Baldur's Gate, it would be stink and stain and a far less pleasant type of soil. If my meaning is not clear, just check under your boot. As you wish. Boo, do you have much to say on the matter of something else?